Yo, what's good, fam? Buckle up because we're about to dive into the wildest hip-hop drama of 2025. Picture this. 50 Cent, the undisputed king of throwing shade, is out here plotting to stop a presidential pardon for Diddy. Yeah, that Diddy. And who's he talking to? None other than President Donald Trump himself. This ain't just gossip, it's a full-on saga with true crime vibes, beef that's been cooking for decades, and a trial that's got everyone shook. Today, we're unpacking why 50's ready to slide into Trump's DMs to keep Diddy behind bars, what's going down in court, and how this all ties back to a feud older than most TikTok trends. Grab your snacks, hit that like button, and let's get into it. Now let's paint the picture, fam. It's May 30th, 2025, and the White House is buzzing like it's the season finale of a political thriller. President Donald J. Trump, back in the Oval Office for his second term, is commanding the room at a press conference, dropping sound bites that have the internet on fire. The man's got a knack for making headlines, and today's no different. Every word he says is trending before the mic even cools down. In steps Peter Doocy, Fox News resident question slinger, known for tossing curveballs that get everyone leaning in. With the cameras rolling and the world watching, Doocy goes for it. Mr. President, sir, there's talk about Sean Diddy Combs. Any chance you're considering a pardon for him? The room goes quiet like someone hit pause on a blockbuster movie. All eyes are on President Trump, waiting for his next move. Trump, poised and unflappable as ever, fields the question with the confidence of a seasoned leader. Nobody's come to me about it, he says, his tone measured but carrying that signature Trump gravitas. But I hear people are thinking about it. Some are close to asking, I'd say. I haven't dug into the details of his case, but if there's evidence he's been mistreated, really mistreated, I'd take a look at the facts. That's what I do. Hold up. Mistreated? Let's unpack that, because this ain't just a casual comment. It's a bombshell. Sean Diddy Combs, music mogul and bad boy legend, is in the fight of his life, facing federal charges in a New York courtroom that read like a true crime script. Sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, and allegations so heavy they've got the whole world shook. We're talking accusations of a decades-long criminal enterprise with testimony that's left jaws on the floor. If convicted, Diddy's looking at life behind bars, no parole, no encore. And here's President Trump, the 47th President of the United States, saying he might consider a pardon. Not a yes, not a no, but a calculated maybe that's got everyone from ex-users to news anchors spiraling. This isn't just a hypothetical, it's a power move, a reminder that Trump holds the keys to clemency, and he's not afraid to keep the world guessing. For a man who's already pardoned high-profile names like the Chrysleys and NBA Youngboy, floating Diddy's name feels like tossing a match into a powder keg. The question is, who's gonna light the fuse? And now, suddenly appearing like an unexpected turning point is Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, the rap legend who has never encountered a feud he couldn't turn into a headline. This man's got a PhD in throwing shade, and he's ready to aim it all at Sean Diddy Combs. On May 30th, 2025, 50 hits Instagram with the kind of energy that makes the internet hit refresh, and he's like, hold up, Diddy's been out here talking reckless about President Trump for years. That ain't flying. I'm gonna make sure the president knows exactly who this dude is, and trust, he ain't pardon material. This isn't just shade, it's a full-on fireworks display, launched with precision. 50's not whispering in the group chat, he's broadcasting his mission to the world. He doubles down, saying, President Trump doesn't take kindly to disrespect, and Diddy? Oh, he's been serving disrespect like it's his day job. But 50's slick. He knows how to play the game. On May 31st, he clarifies, I'm not telling the president what to do. I'm just sliding in with the facts, letting him know the vibes are way off with this guy. Y'all, 50's out here playing 4D chess while Diddy's stuck fumbling with checkers. So, why's 50 Cent so fired up, ready to go toe-to-toe with Diddy's pardon hopes? Let's hit rewind and unpack the beef that's been simmering longer than a slow cooker stew. If you're new to this saga, buckle up, because 50 and Diddy's bad blood goes back to the days when flip phones were peak technology and MySpace was the social media king. In 2006, the year of low-rise jeans and sidekicks, 50 Cent drops a diss track called The Bomb, and it's not just a song, it's a lyrical grenade. In it, he straight up accuses Diddy of having insider knowledge about the 1997 murder of Notorious B.I.G., one of hip-hop's greatest tragedies. Diddy clapped back, denying it all, calling the claims baseless. But the damage was done. The beef wasn't just a rap battle. It was personal, raw, and thicker than Grandma's Sunday gravy after a double simmer. That moment planted a seed of animosity that's been growing ever since, sprouting into a full-blown feud that's outlasted fashion trends and iPhone models. Over the years, 50's kept the pressure on, never missing a chance to jab at Diddy, whether it's a sly comment in an interview or a straight-up roast on social media. And now, with Diddy facing the fight of his life in court, 50's seizing his moment to make sure the world and President Trump sees Diddy's true colors. What's driving 50 to take this to the White House level? It's not just old grudges. 50 knows President Trump values loyalty, a trait the president has championed throughout his career. Back in the day, Diddy and Trump were cool. Diddy even called him a friend in a 2015 interview, and Trump gave him props on The Apprentice. But when Trump stepped into the political arena, Diddy's tune changed, and he wasn't shy about throwing shade. 50's betting that President Trump, a man known for keeping score, won't take kindly to Diddy's flip-flopping. And if anyone can deliver that message with maximum impact, it's 50 Cent, the guy who turned trolling into an art form. Fast forward to 2024, Diddy's houses get raided by the feds, and 50's like, oh, it's on. He's been trolling nonstop. Instagram posts, captions like Diddy done, even an AI-generated pic of himself rocking a Free Diddy shirt. 50's commitment to the shade is straight up legendary. He's even producing a Netflix doc called Diddy Do It. And trust, it's not a rom-com. Word is some of the proceeds will support victims of sexual assault, which is a real issue. But here's where it gets next level. 50's not just memeing, he's strategic. He knows Trump's got a thing about loyalty. Diddy used to call Trump a friend back in the day, but once Trump went political, Diddy was out here talking slick. 50's like, bet, let me remind Don who's who. He's ready to pull up with receipts, maybe even a PowerPoint presentation titled, Why Diddy's a No-Go. Okay, let's get serious for a minute because this story's got a dark side. Diddy's trial is no laughing matter. Since his arrest in September 2024, he's facing charges that could put him away for life. Sex trafficking, racketeering, and allegations that paint a grim picture. The trial started May 5th, 2025, and it's been intense, like something out of a crime drama, but way too real. Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex, took the stand and laid it all bare. Years of alleged abuse, physical and emotional. She talked about being forced into these wild, drug-fueled freak-offs that Diddy supposedly filmed. Another witness, a former assistant named Capricorn Clark, backed her up, saying she saw Diddy's controlling side up close. Clark even dropped 50 Cent's name, saying Diddy once hinted at having a gun during a beef with 50 at MTV Studios. 50 caught wind and posted, "Itty bitty Diddy wants me dead. I gotta lay low." Classic 50, turning a courtroom bombshell into a meme. But real talk, the victims in this case, Cassie, others who've come forward, they've been through unimaginable pain. Their courage in speaking out is everything, and we're sending them nothing but love and respect. The prosecution's painting Diddy as the head of a criminal empire, while his lawyers are fighting back, saying the witnesses aren't credible. The evidence is piling up, and it's heavy. So when Trump's out here floating the idea of a pardon, you can see why 50's like, nah fam, we not doing that. Trump's already been handing out pardons like free samples. Shout out to the Chrysleys and NBA Youngboy. Some folks like Suge Knight are even saying Diddy's got secret government connections that could swing a pardon. Sugi's like, trust, he's got favors owed. I'm over here like, Suge, you sure you ain't just stirring the pot? The internet's losing it over this. X is a circus. One user called 50 a Hall of Fame hater. Another said this is the dumbest timeline ever. Claudia Jordan from Real Housewives chimed in, calling Trump unserious for even entertaining the idea. The shade is worldwide, y'all, and 50's leading the charge. Here's where it gets wild. 50 Cent's not just talking, he's ready to move. He's hinted at reaching out to Trump, maybe a quick call, maybe a yo, let's talk vibe. Imagine 50 pulling up like, Don, let me break it down. Diddy's not your guy. Will it work? Who knows? Trump's saying he hasn't followed the trial closely, but 50's got a way of stealing the spotlight. And if Diddy's team is really out here lobbying for a pardon, 50's timing is straight up perfect. Alright, let's wrap this up. 50 Cent's on a mission to make sure Diddy doesn't get a golden ticket out of jail. Is it a little petty? Sure. Is it peak 50 Cent? 100%. But beneath the memes and the beef, there's a serious story, a trial exposing pain, power, and betrayal. The victims deserve justice, and we're rooting for them every step of the way. What's next? Diddy's trial is still going, probably with more twists than a Netflix thriller. 50's likely cooking up new Instagram posts as we speak, and Trump? Well, he's Trump. Anything could happen. Drop your predictions in the comments. Team 50 or Team Let It Play Out. Hit that like button, share with your crew, and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this saga. Peace out, fam.